I know now that I'll make it out alive.
I thought I was getting an apology from the birds here, but I just saw a bloke in a high-vis top. He just walked up and he just stood and looked at my letterbox, and then he kept walking that way. And then I presume that was him in the car truck. I was like, oh, someone's going to apologise. He just stood there and just looked at my letterbox. And the numbers aren't on the letterbox anyway, so it's a bit weird. Yeah, it was interesting because I heard making noise out the front and I was like, oh, someone's... Because, yeah, it's become a bit tongue-in-cheek, but yeah, genuinely I sort of kept coming to the door. Oh, hang on, there's noise. Someone's come to apologise, maybe offer restoration, right some of the wrongs, maybe one of the fraud guys, pretend to otherwise, come to, oh, look, we want to fix the lock that we fucked up and say, want to say sorry. I don't know, I doubt it, but it's, yeah, so I was like, oh, so like, I hear something, I come out to have a look, because it seems to be, the timing is, it's exquisite each time, and this time with a big truck, I was like, and he was walking, and then I opened the door, and he just stopped, and then he just stood, and he looked at the letterbox, as if he was like, made it as if he was like looking at the number or something, like, and then he turned up, and then he walked off that way, and then he slowly went past him like what looked like had a picker on it, like an extra truck style, but he excuse me, there's no number on that letterbox. So that's interesting. I thought. The other thing I haven't actually documented is, as yet I've been all, said it out loud. I kind of clicked to realise it the other day. My mum actually realised at the time, but she asked the neighbour something and they told her what they thought, and that's good enough for her apparently. But she didn't tell me she thought that. See, I've always wanted to like put my fucking car in my driveway. I would back it in normally. That's good. So I normally back it in. Oh, look, they're doing some stuff down there, look. They're fucking with the lines. Point is, you can't shut the gates with my car's in the driveway. I've only tried to, I bet it's 2009, right? And it's currently 2023. And my gates were open because I couldn't shut the gates because my car was sitting there. And when I first started coming back here, I didn't have enough fuel. I was going to get trapped at first, so I parked out on the road. I parked in there one day, and then I didn't have enough fuel. I parked on the road. Very open by own gates that had a bloody padlock put on them by some crafty something or other. But when I come back to my house that day, my car had been locked in my own gates. And it's like, well, they would have had to move. You can't shut the gates unless you take the car out. And Mum goes, oh, I said no. So they said, oh, no, they had. First, she changed the story. Actually, she said, oh, they pushed the car back as far as they could, or they drove it back as far as they could. Either way, it's changed the story, and it's nonsense. Doesn't matter how far back you bring the car, unless you go in the garage. And open that, and there's a particular way that's locked. You can't shut the gates yet. When I come back here, that day. My gates were shut, locked. They padlock on them, in fact, and my car in the driveway. The other thing, my mum freaked out. I told her this is I didn't have. See, there's white on the all-terrain jewelers, which I don't recall them being Bridgestone, but either way, I didn't have the white. See, it's white because there's only two sorts you can get. You either get it where it's not got white on the, you know. See, for example, the 80 out there. I'll take a picture. So yeah, so that right, and very clear. So that the criminals that broke in. And I've got them to read it. The one actually said, these ones dressed as cops in the morning. I said, have you read that? Read that, please. Oh, just a bunch of case laws. I said, okay. I said, well, you're on private property, you're trespassing. And I look on video and what actually even, well, it seemed to cut off just before the, well, it did. I was surprised to see it cut off before the bashing. It still certainly showed that they were told. Anyhow, I've only had 2 sets of tyres since I got that ute. It's 2010, I got it in 2013. So I had to put tyres on it at the beginning. I got a good deal on it at the time. And I put tyres on. I made them last a heck of a long time, and they were getting bad. And then it was only, I was able to do like a, I don't know, it cost quite a lot for tyres, I was noticed. And I was able to do like a freaking. I was trying to think if it was like you got like a COVID payment or whatever. No, I was able to access my super. That's right, because of the COVID thing. You know, able to do it twice, and it was the first one of those. And then I went and got 4 new tyres, the same sort. And the dude was like, "Oh, did you want the white writing?" And I said, "Yeah." Well, I was like, well, whatever you got, man. I need the tyres as long as they're tyres. But because I haven't got any with the white, right? And I was like, I was like, no, that's cool. Right? As long as they're tyres, right? As long as they're new tyres and they're what they're, you know. I was thinking, what, people are that fucking full on? They are. They are like that now. They're all brand conscious. Everyone's worried about fucking image. It was like that he seemed. I don't know. He's used to people complaining. No, I only want with the white so people can see the brand of tyre I've got. Right? I'm not like that. So when he said to me, I was like, nah, man, it's cool. What you got? And what he had was just the plain. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's good. That's what I had. And that's, yeah, I need to advertise the brand of tyre anyhow. These ones. Well, yeah, he's got the white. It's white writing. So, and I noticed this yesterday or the day before. I went to my mum. I'm like, oh, did they? So firstly, I said, oh, because I had noticed a gate thing. I was like, yeah, the gate, because remember, out the front, oh, they took my keys off me, took my phone off me, took my backpack off me. They had all the bank stuff, and apparently put it in the house. It was like a week they had all my shit, and I don't know what the hell, what had gone on. I was dragged away. So while I was dragged away, that's when I'm left to presume. Yes, and that's the thing. A lot of it is down to presumptions, and that's not an accident. In that, they're trying to be, extra crafty, trying to be, I don't know, legal, protect themselves. That's what they get. Everything's doing. But in these situations, all on behalf. It's like something else acting on behalf of. They're all actors doing something on behalf of another fucking actor, essentially. So I don't know who changed my fucking locks. I don't know. The cops that I thought were certainly seemed like cops. I mean, that broke into the house. Well, Christie's Beach said, that'd be with Sturt. Don't know him. Okay, it's a bit odd, isn't it? Didn't know if any paperwork. No one gave me any paperwork. No one showed me any warrants. No one. Yeah, Officer Sheriff. What's his name? He said something. He came to the door, held something. That was it. All right, that was it. Still didn't give me any paperwork. It was a week later when his sidekick, who doesn't tell me his last name, at my request, finally gives me some paperwork which is dodgy as heck, but it's in line with the other dodgy paperwork that had started the thing. In a sense, it was left out the front on the ground that my housemate found. So yeah, for them to even shut my gates, my car, you know, just couldn't have been there for that. I hadn't been able to do that for 10 years or more. I'd have to drive the car out of the driveway, close, and pull the gates all the way around so that they're out crossing the footpath. So pull them backwards so that they'll, you know what I mean? Because I can't leave them out of that because there's a footpath there, you see. So the gates were pointed this way towards the house. And the car, anyhow, it's pretty straightforward. So, and then it's like, okay, so they were in my car. They had to drive my car. If nothing, for who knows what they did, I don't know. But at the very least, my car was driven for that. And interestingly, on the back seat of my car, I've been keeping for a while. I've kept it in my car. Another one of these. That's because it's real, right? I sort of twigged yesterday. I was like, well, perhaps they saw that on my back seat and went shit, and they had seen this, and I told them again a number of times because they have actually trespassed, and they've had their notices. They had verbal notices. And somehow they still just kept going. And then behind what I have here, they might have seen this when they were in the house, fucking about doing God knows what. There's my house. Certainly not theirs. I don't even know who the fuck they are, but I had this behind here. I'll try to take a picture. I will take a picture. Phone's trying to die. Had been charging it at heaps. Anyhow, this clarifies a bit more about, you know, how many times to say it and you know what it means, and the fact that they're going to have a warrant for the type of bullshit. But it's private property. They can't just come in. Even if they're police, they can't. It doesn't matter, just because TV's told us, oh, the police can fucking do whatever they want, and we might have seen some dodgy shit. Doesn't mean that it's that they're allowed to do it, right? But this explains again. It's something we're going to have the. If you're a warrant, you have to have whoever has signed it needs to be present for it to be issued. There's a number of things. Well, so I'm wondering again. He's like, I don't know. When they come into my house, these strangers, after breaking the law, removing me, it would seem on behalf of the bank, but the bank's pretty. They know well. Their banks are they're great on the plausible deniability. Oh, let's do it, everything legally, front, you know. That's, of course, that's why the bank didn't turn up here. No one from the apparent bank took possession or did any. No, some actors turned up, did some nasty shit. Look, again, I don't, yeah. What I do know is that it's private property. They were told that. There's signs, you know. And yeah, so I just maybe they drove my car, when they were driving my car, they were like, oh shit, it's got that in there. Fuck, he's probably got that. He's probably taken a picture of that. He had documented evidence of that. This is actually, maybe they had second thoughts. I don't know. Maybe they don't have. Who knows if these things have thoughts? But I did my tyres, my wheels. Yeah, well that's. Yeah, and because when I went to, after a week later, when I was actually, this bloke met us here, and he said he was going to, Brendan, he goes, oh yeah, well, because you couldn't do it on the Friday. Oh no, it was 10 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, and he's like, oh no, well, we can't do it today, we'll do it Monday, and make it 10 o'clock on Monday. That'll give me time to go into the city and get the keys off of Piper Alderman, right? So, whether there's any truth to that story or it's just more of a bunch of bullshit to make it seem more legitimate, to put it on Piper Alderman, who, look, frankly, if that's, if what's been presented is actually happened, they're a problem. They've got some issues, you know, they're up to some, they're not too good, far from it. But either way, So we meet the bloke here, and because my car was in the driveway as well, and again, and I sold that car, my car, to my mum recently, a little while back. Sold it to her for $10. She was stressing out. Oh, it can't be $10. Oh, it's going to make things. They're going to be. I said, Mum, what do you make? This is what you allow. You can give things to people. I can give you the car. Yeah, but the minute the apparent value of the car is this, and she this is how much, this is a fear that is just getting pumped through everyone. Is it even just to, I can just give it to it. The fact it's like, no, because what happened was a while back, I was like, because when I was getting harassed, it's been going for a while, harassed to fuck. You know, I drove when shitty situation. My stepdad passed away a year ago, and I drove his car for a little while before sold it to a friend of the family. Mum sold it, which is good. I could have had the car if I wanted, but I didn't want the car. This is my car, and better that she has the money, but it goes to somebody else. So, point is, I didn't know I wasn't getting pulled over in that car. like on my bike and in my car, I'm getting fucked with like you wouldn't believe. So having identified that, and I was like, well, can we just put? And again, I was getting blocked, repeatedly getting blocked from the bloody, from doing business with the fucker. So the point is, that's actually my mum's name, that car. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't realise that. Maybe that's another reason why they drove it and then went, checked. Oh, hang on, it's not actually. Who knows? Who did they know what they were doing? I know. That's the thing. Again, I get even caught in the presumption game of presuming things that are, well, not so necessarily straightforward. Just saying. Because a lot of things we're not straight or forward in this situation or real life. There's the frauds fucking everywhere. I've said it before. I hope now. Here's hoping it's. I can only go down from here. Less poking. I'm hoping, having seen how thin the veneer. Probably isn't it even a veneer between the fraud and all the fucking bullshit going on around here. But look, a lot of this stuff, identify it. And it ties in, identify fakers, and they tend to fuck off. But is that a rule, or is that a circumstantial amount of circumstances piled up that, to me, there's no doubt, but to you, and I can't speak for you, can't think for you, don't necessarily even know you, but if you're like me and you're experiencing the same type of things, you'll see well, they don't like that, insert the reason they don't like to be spotted or identified as those committing, well, that's treason. And they freak the fuck out, flee the scene. You know, I mean, these days they seem to come back, forever and try and, get into the dream. But, we'll see how that goes. But, waffled off, wandered off in the mind. Word not escape, just one of various means to, energetic shoot, release the steam from, we do, well, we should be doing, we create, we gotta get out the energy, so it's, if you bottle it up, you're gonna fucking explode. And I mean that metaphorically, but who knows, I've seen those that look like they're pretty close to exploding, at this point they explode, I'll be like, well, fuck, so you've seen that coming for a while. And that won't be metaphoric, that's like, really they look like they're going to explode for a while. You know, I've seen a lot of strange things. That's how it goes in the dream scene. But a lot of them, they try to make it, there's a lot of, fear, a lot of pushing of fear, and a lot of, we create the perceptions that you'll feel around here. In a way that's like, this bloke, he was looking at my letterbox as if, alright, there's no number on there, mate. No number on there. Anyhow, that'll do. Nice love to all of you. I've forgotten what the point was of turning this back on again. But partly it was, I went out to my cars before, and I have one of these signs on the letterbox, so it's possible that bloke pretending to do whatever way he was reading the sign, he was reading that, and then that actually, that's right, yeah. Okay, and seeing that, I'm like, oh, there you go, just to, because I'm, that's the point, is like, who knows, but I knew there wasn't a number on there. That's right, I said, so I was speaking to some friends last night. I said, you can't shut those gates with my car in the driveway. That was one of the points, which I elaborated on a small amount just before. But yes, and it reminded me, as I saw that, he might have been looking at the sign, right? This guy, is someone coming from Apology, or is it the same one again? Sounds like one of the garbage trucks. But, it's amazing, like, there's only a couple of bins out the front each time when they arrive, and I says to my mum, because she was spinning out going, I must have had 6 garbage trucks when I was staying at her place. I said, well, she said like 3 or something, or whatever it was, and I said, that's right, I've heard like the garbage truck put it like 6 times on a Monday, which is when it gets done, and so, but they should get awkward when I say that. Even though I was backing her up, reiterating what her own observation at her place, and it was the truth. The next part of that, and probably why she gets angry, because without me having to saying it, it's like, well, yeah, because it's fucking, because there's a lot of, and so she said this part too. It was like, I can never get this far into a conversation on anything really. I was like, because it's a sin. I wanted to say the other day, because she's just so. I was like, it's a game, like, but it's. It's just, I can't get through to it, and look, and it's not just there. I can't get through to. I was saying, segueing to the other part of why I put this on just before in my little snippet of sim frame. I was talking because I was talking to some friends last night and talking through, explaining. They're asking about the situation or whatever, and it's like, and I said, because it gets so much as I said, look, I don't know why, but I know. I said my car doesn't fit in the. You can't shut the gates with my car backed in. Right? And what they did out the free, they took my keys and all this shit, like, but then my car was in my car's in the driveway, like, and it's like I said, because I was explaining, I said, well, the bank hasn't said that they did anything. The bank hasn't said that they changed the locks. The bank hasn't said it, but it's the presumption that on this basis, it's like, X, Y, and then they're like, oh, well, what next? And then, well, everyone's like, well, Z, obviously. It was all right. Well, that's a presumption that I was going through the alphabet, the one that you were taught in school and told. Perhaps I was going through any abstract use of the terms X and Y. I could have been saying X partner, Y. I could have said that a few times. In fact, that's what I could have been saying then. Right? But you cut me off just when you heard me say X and Y. and you presumed I was about to say Z, when really you made that up. But you kind of ruined the story with that presumption. But there are those that capitalise on the rashness of the overly presumptuous. I know everything. I'm in the real world. I used money to buy things that are scrumptious. I don't know if that is still rhyming or not, but alright. So everyone jumps to Z. Whoa, you said X and Y. Z. No, wait. I'm trying to talk about this psycho, my partner, no, Z. You said Z. And they get angry. Z. It's Z. No one says X and Y without saying Z. You never say X and Y. You're crazy. You need help. You need help. You're not normal. You're just saying X and Y and you're not getting Z. That's the reality I'm living in at the moment, where sneaky fuckers that know how rash and hypnotised, programmed, mind controlled a lot of the apparent minds under control roaming around me, sometimes angry, like they're guarding the place. They're an angry troll. It's not their place. They're not even really a troll. They're just acting like one, and they're angry all the time. And I'm just going, well, explain that sometimes Z or Z doesn't always follow Y in the game. Then they'll be like, why would you say that? Why? I'm like, well, I'm trying to tell you. It's hard. And, at the moment it's just me, but it's metaphorically, anecdotally, and analgesia would be nice, thank you. Yes, please, to help me get through the fucking madness all around. It's just... So, the bank didn't... It's that, why would it happen? It must have happened because of this. Right, it's that that's been taken advantage of or used deviously to take, to commit crimes and big time fraud. But that's the only other problem, is that, well, a lot of folk have yet to get their head around the, well, pretty not so funny, obvious yoke of this egg space we're walking around in, claiming it's woke. Well, yeah, the ones that have told you that they're your authority, the ones that are like the government, which means mind control. I don't know times I didn't say that, and the police, the ones that deviously to take, to commit crimes and big time fraud. But that's the only other problem, is that, well, a lot of folk have yet to get their head around the, well, pretty not so funny, obvious yoke of this egg space we're walking around in, claiming it's woke. Well, yeah, the ones that have told you that they're your authority, the ones that are like the government, which means mind control. I don't know times I didn't say that, and the police, the ones that see. People can't even accept that the police are that they've got ABNs and that they're running a business. That seems to make people angry. This is the fucking truth. You can look it up yourself. No one wants to look anything up. They don't have time for that. Nah, I'd rather Google tell them, or ChatGPT or some other fucking whack shit that, frankly, I know there's only so many things we can rely on for providing the appropriate path to find lies on. And yeah, there's some of them. So for some friends last night, I was explaining the situation. And it's like, I ended up saying, I said, well, maybe they saw the sign. Maybe they came in because I don't know. Maybe they were in the. They saw the trespassing. They were shit, whatever it was. There's probably a series of things. There was a number of things that at least Brendan twigged to. That was like shit. That I could see pretty clearly. They're trying to pass off dodgy shit. It was very obvious to me. It's simple paperwork. There's a number of things, right? So perhaps as it got clearer that their fraud was becoming exposed each time they came nearer, they distanced themselves and have just sat back, reliant or pleased with or content with the apparent fact that a lot around the place, well, they do it. They put they keep it going, as in they put the bloody, because it became apparent to me that shit, okay, well, I've worked that out, but it's like no one else, as far as like, unless it's on the news or the radio. My mum's like, well, you're not really. She's there's no doubt. Or it's in doubt. It wasn't on, it wasn't on the news or the radio. Oh, you're crazy. But I think it's going to try to stop. No, I'm going to stop it anyway. So I end up being concerned for like the those around that have also been victims of the fraud fakery that's been going down, and I think it's and that's why I was like, okay, well, that's part of the thing. So I end up being concerned for like the those around that have also been victims of the fraud fakery that's been going down, and I think it's and that's why I was like, okay, well, that's part of the thing. So all right, well, you get something, but is it a matter of, do I get something in writing that will satisfy, perhaps so. See, really, it's over time that these things will be restored. And that's what I realised. That's why I'm chill with, my mates, the neighbours next door, because we're cool, we're good. That's why my mum freaking out. Oh, yeah, call the police. There's a way on the... No, you don't... The next, they don't really understand it. They don't really get it. And then this happens. You hear that in the background. That's a sim special. They throw a siren in there to make you... I was hearing that. My mum's going, this is just making her more fucking... She's just freaking out more. And that's what this... Yeah. It's relied upon. And it's... Yeah, suggestions and perceptions and proddings and, it's just